All right. Let me just. I don't. Oh, it started. I hate how this works. I absolutely hate it. There's not one thing I like about this. It's exactly 4 right now. It's not, but for the sake of that's not what I meant to do. Let me get the music up and then I'll start the stream. I hope that's not too loud. Let me actually just check in case. Oh, you couldn't hear it. That's not too loud. Actually, what? You know what? You know what? You're gonna turn it on? Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Huh? Now that we've done this, we go from here, go over here, and oh no, that's not what I meant to do. This is difficult to coordinate. Okay, alright. This is not in case, yeah, this is clearly not live gameplay, by the way. I'm getting this from the internet. No, that's not, oh my god. I'm a genius, I lied. A complete genius. Right, hold on just a second, right? Okay, that's better. I don't want to scream too much. Because it's really late night. Let's go back here. I'm just shout out to this guy. This guy, do you see him? This guy. 283 subscribers. He has a little less than me. If you guys because I'm using his content right now, I hope you guys help him out. And yeah, the reason I'm not doing the stuff myself is because I'm an idiot, but also because I don't have the attention span right now. Stuff was a document. Oh right, the reason this is not live gameplay from usually it is. It is even when it really doesn't have to be, but today it isn't because I just do not have it in me to do stuff like that. My head, not my head. It is 4 a.m. right now, right? Alright, I have to talk about stuff. I have to talk about stuff. Let's not get distracted here. Let's not. Music really vibes, but I'll have to keep reloading it every 30 minutes because actually I don't think I'm gonna stream for that long. This is just for the mood. I don't think we have anyone in chat. I do not think we have anyone in chat. If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry. I just do not know. Alright, this is a second stream today. There's one person watching. That's a little strange. It's 4 a.m. dude. Go to sleep. I'll say as I. There's actually I don't think there's anyone watching. I think just a YouTube thing that YouTube does when it counts you as one of the people watching. I don't think anyone's watching. It's good. You guys have healthy sleep schedules. I understand. Minecraft Championship just got over. I'm gonna get to talking about that too in just a second. I'm gonna drink water. Never mind, I'm not gonna drink water. This bottle is empty. Actually, there's a little bottle left. 2 people, yeah, okay. I don't know how that is. Guys, go to sleep. Come on. Huh. Yeah. Alright. Oh, there is someone here. Oh, that's news to me. Walk this chat out. Go back here. Just in case, because I don't want to miss messages. There's 2 like, okay, whatever. Nah. Listen. I don't know what I lost everything I was gonna say. First, over the Minecraft Championship. That was actually a fun tournament. It made like Minecraft again, which is rare because after I spent a while on Twitter, that stopped happening. Okay, the video pauses if I do that, so I must remember not to. Minecraft Championship was pretty good. I was watching Technoblades POV and they lost by like 2 points. They came third by 2 points, so they missed out on being part of the final dodgeball tournament. But I don't care. It was fun to watch regardless. And Illumina won, which is cool. Whatever. enough about Minecraft. No one cares about that nonsense. Listen, it's not like it's the most. It's not like it's the most popular game on the website right now. Huh? Wouldn't that be weird? It's not. It's not like Minecraft's the highest grossing video game of all time. That'd be so weird if that's true. Uh, it is, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, the point of this was I just haven't hung out with chat in a while by myself. I streamed like a while ago today, like literally a few hours ago, and yeah, I wasn't. uh, what can I say? I'm making up for this terrible upload schedule by going live multiple times in the day and getting no viewers throughout all those times because I'm just a legend. I just am a legend. What can I say? What can I say? Oh, Technoblade donated 339,000. No, he donated $20,000. That is that is mad. That is mad. $20,000. You know how much? I don't actually know how much that is. It's a lot of money. That's all I know. Forgot what I was gonna say again. Oh yeah, movies. I want to talk about movies. That's what the stream's gonna be. Unless someone joins chat, in which case I can talk to them about movies. I'm not kidding. Unless you want to talk about something else, I can talk about that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's not the point of the conversation here. The reason I say this is. Listen, oh my god, my brain is not working today. I'm so sorry. My brain is not in the right place. I can't think straight or in any direction really. Just not thinking. Brain's off. Brain's off. That's what brain is off. What was I gonna say? Oh wait, right. Movies. I'm gonna go through all the movies that I've watched. From oldest to newest. I'm gonna talk a little bit about them. Just to fill the silence. The oldest movie I've watched, right? In the last since March. I think that's when I started reading this. Now these are too old. Trip to the Moon, that's the first proper movie that I've watched. The rest of them are just 2 or 3 second long movies. They don't count. A Trip to the Moon's hilarious. It's I think one of the best. It's one of the first proper movies that has come to exist, and good movie. What can I say? It's it's not even. It feels like stage play, which is probably because that's the only point of reference they had for storytelling using a camera. So it's understandable. Just they made the camera seem like the audience, and they used special effects, which is really cool. And what they did was, I'm guessing, they just simple cuts, but the way they made it seemed like special effects, which is it's. And I think without Trip to the Moon, we wouldn't have had any of the movies that we have today. So shout out to Trip to the Moon, one of the oldest movies. But how old is this movie? I think 1913. I'm gonna guess 1902. That's even older. Holy shit. 1902. That's pretty old. And the second oldest movie after that, the second oldest movie is Bicycle Thieves, which is one of the best movies I've seen of all time. If you haven't watched Bicycle Thieves is the first really old movie that I recommend everyone watch, because dude, this is a movie that's inspired almost every modern filmmaker, including Anurag Kashyap, Martin Scorsese, what's that guy, Satyajit Ray, and a lot of other filmmakers. So Bicycle Thieves is really good. It's about this. It's set in an Italian time of poverty. It's about these two dudes, and the father and son, and they look for someone to stroll their bicycle. And it's just such a simple concept, but they go through with it so well. It's so good. It's such a great movie. After that, we have Pather Panchali, which is directed by Satyajit Ray. That's his directorial debut, and it's one of the best films. At least from what I've heard, it's the only one I've watched. But from what I've heard, no, it's not the only one I've watched. I've also watched the one where The three friends go on the road trip. What's that one? Forgot what it's called. It'll come back to me. Anyway, Pathe Panchali is about, well, it's about this family that lives in West Bengal during, uh, tumultuous time, and how they like deal with the stuff that life throws at them, and how like it's just it feels like a documentary, but in a good way, because it feels realistic, this film came out in 1955, and it's a pretty good movie. Next we have, and this no, not this, Vesuvius 6. I have not watched this. Kagaz Ke Phool, 1959. This is again, I think every old movie I watched that I'm talking about today, it's just class, pure class. Kagaz Ke Phool is pure class. I made a beauty of to highlight this, how good the cinematography of this movie is, on my third channel, Brutally Honest Baguette. So if you're not subscribed there, then you're an idiot and a fool. If you're watching this but you're not subscribed to Brutally Honest Baguette, then you're just worthless piece of crappy wappy. What was I saying? Alright, Kagaz Ke Phool. It's a pretty good movie. Check out Kagaz Ke Phool. So this one's about a film director, and how he like the first half about how he casts like an actress he just randomly met in a dark and stormy night one day, and it slowly goes into how the actress becomes like a really successful one, because the movie that she's in becomes like a giant hit with the director. After he loses custody of his daughter, he kind of like loses it, and he not creative as he used to be, and that's fine. Those moments happen in everyone's life, but because of how competitive the film world is, and his last few movies haven't really done that well, he kind of gets like thrown out, and he like really falls off it. And it's kind of autobiographical nature for who's the director? Guru Dutt, who also, this was his last movie, so you can kind of tell what he was going through and what he felt like he was going to become, and he did end up becoming that, because Kagaz Ke Phool was also a box office failure. Thing is, Kagaz Ke Phool is an excellent movie, and it's one of his best films. Next, we have Martin Scorsese's What's a Nice Girl Like You Doing in a Place Like This, from 1963. This is one of the best movies I've ever watched. It's Martin Scorsese is one of his oldest films. The short film, it's 9 minutes long. You can find it on YouTube. What's a Nice Girl Like You Doing in a Place Like This? It's so good, dude, because it like sets a tone for his entire future filmography, from the editing style to the storytelling style, everything. It just, I mean, that's a Scorsese film right there. Made by Wolf of Wall Street, or even Silence, because he has such a diverse filmography, and at all of it kind of coincides in a style, even though his style, filmmaking style is very varied. It's very recognizable, I think, which is why he's my favorite film director of all time. There's sharp jump cuts, there's freeze frames, close-ups, lighting, and general camera work, all that stuff, and even story-wise, there's the eccentric protagonist, women, tragic ending, general story structure. It's just such a Scorsese movie, and really, God, that's a good movie. It's a good movie. It's on YouTube. It's really short. You should watch it. Next, we have Wo Kaunthi, directed by, who's this directed by? I actually don't know. Raj Khosla. Oh, right. This is a horror flick, classic horror flick, Hindi film. And what's this about? I should probably update the stream title first. Hold on. Let me update it to Talking About Films. Not clickbait. Oh, let's make that fun. Let's make it fun. Clickbait. No. Right. Oh. How do you like the music? There's no one here, but I'm just asking. Like, I should take some notes. But I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna. Oh shit! Where did the? Oh. Okay. Now what? unless that's what I say. Anyway, back to War Country. War Country is like it's like horror flick, and it's one of the oldest psychological Hindi horror movies. And what's it about? I don't I watched this quite a while back actually. But I've written about it. Let me just read that out. Uh, I think the cult classic psychological thriller Wokron is an enjoyable for a lot of reasons, especially for its time. I don't want to read this someone's kind of thing, saying it out loud. Uh, it has a great opening scene. It really like sets the tone for the film. And it's clearly Rajkot clearly knows how to direct, even though the story may not be as interesting as I'd I'd expect from a psychological thriller. But for its time, I think it's got the directorial skill that I really appreciate. And the music is really good. Next, we have A Fistful of Dollars, which is I watched the three. This is the first of what's Sergio Leone's Western trilogy. What's it called? Dollar trilogy. And starring Clint Eastwood. And you gotta watch all three of them. I watched all three of this back to back. After I watched Sole, and they're also fun to watch it. I didn't even watch them with like subtitles, so I couldn't even tell what was going on. I didn't think I understood the plot, but I was so invested throughout. I don't think I've reached from my phone once throughout. That's just how good the entire trilogy is. Because it's such stylistic stuff that when actors speak, what they say doesn't really matter. It's just the way they say it that makes it interesting, which I love. Um, the Italian Texas accent was kind of weird, though. But I think ultimately it doesn't matter because it's the Clint Eastwood sounds just so cool when speaking, so it doesn't matter. The entire movie is just vibes, the Western vibes, and obviously the direction by Sergio Leone, fantastic stuff. I have a Clint Eastwood profile, background on WhatsApp because of these movies. These three. And I think I'm gonna rewatch this like sometime in the future. Anyway, next we have A Few Dollars More from 1965, and the villain looks like Saif Ali Khan. It's the same as the first one. But The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is slightly better than the other two, but not by much because they're all three of them are such great films. And this stuff in these movies, they remind me of. They kind of make me want to go back to, you know, and get more westerns. And I think with the Coen brothers and stuff, we are getting more westerns. But I just want westerns to be back to. Western is such a good genre, and you can do so much social commentary with this. Like The Good, Bad, and Ugly, they did social commentary. And they're not even American, and they did Americans everywhere social commentary. I love this movie. A fantastic movie. It's just so stylistic. I tell you. It's like one of those must-watch trilogies, right up there with Star Wars, I guess, and Lord of the Rings, whatever. Next we have Big Shave, another Martin Scorsese shot. This is also from back when he wasn't an actor filmmaker just yet. Big Shave's hilarious. It's about the Vietnam War, and it's like this social commentary on the Vietnam War, but it's more about it's about this guy, and he's like going for a shave, and the thing is, and the entire premise of the whole story is that while he's shaving, right, he keeps shaving until like he bleeds Paul. I'm spoiling, by the way. Some of these reviews may contain spoilers, but you know what they did it. It's a 4-minute shot. You're not missing much. Anyway, he's like shaving, and it just bleeds out completely, and it symbolizes how much the U.S. Invested into the Vietnam War, a war they were losing. Do you know the superhero that's stronger than Captain America? It's Captain Vietnam. Anyway, next we have Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, which is we're on a roll with Scorsese film. This is from 1974, and this is, I think, and this is stars a women protagonist, and a lot of people think Scorsese doesn't have those, but this is single-handedly one of the best films that have a women protagonist. Like, of all of them, and especially because of how feminist it is. Usually feminist films with women protagonists get everything wrong and they screw up so bad. I'm looking at you, Birds of Prey and Ghostbusters remake. You guys are shit. only only good relevant female protagonist film that has feminist subtext is Alice doesn't live here anymore from 1974 directed from Scorsese. And the best part about this is how realistic it is because cinema is such a fake genre as a I think medium of storytelling. So when the filmmakers make this fake films realistic, it just goes with me. And this film, especially right from the dialogue to the entire journey, the entire arc of this, it's just such a good film. If you like, it's about this woman that like her husband dies. It's kind of funny how her husband dies. Anyway, her husband dies and she has to like live with her kid on her own, and she doesn't really have a lot of money. And they kind of like trying to go back to where she was from, one of the American places. Chicago, Dorothy. Where is that movie from? Where's the Golden Road movie? Oh, Wizard of Oz. Where's that set? She wants to go back there so that she can like play the piano in the bar and make money that way. But eventually she finds a way to deal with it. It's a pretty good movie. But check it out. Next we have Sholay, which is one of the. This is a 5-star movie. I'm going to tell you which movie is a 5-star so far. The first 5-star movie was what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this. This is the second 5-star movie there. There's a lot of 4.5 by the way. But this is the second 5-star movie, Sholay. Sholay is the best western ever. I said what I said. I'm sorry. Good, the bad, and wrong. I'm sorry. Clint Eastwood's well. Clint Eastwood's strategy. Sholay is, oh my god. This is just everything I want. Entertainment cinema. This is entertainment. It is so fun. This movie, because it's got everything. It invented masala film genre, right? Even if you don't understand Hindi, hell, even if you don't have subtitles and don't understand Hindi and just do not know who I'm watching, this is still such a wonderful movie because, oh my god, this is hilarious, dude. Like the kind of stuff this movie puts up, I don't think any movie could pull it up. And also, even from like a direction perspective, Ramesh Sippy is a real master. Because, every shot is either a zoom in or a zoom out, and it like does blocking so well. Come on, you wanna watch Sholay? You have to watch Sholay. Another 5-star film. This is 1976's Taxi Driver, which is watching for the aesthetic. There's a video I did a while back about a taxi driver in GTA Vice City, and you just watch it for that aesthetic. Taxi driver, taxi driver, we hate him. Taxi driver is so great. Starring Robert De Niro, it's especially like if you're not really into analyzing film and stuff like this. After you watch the movie, you'll enjoy watching the movie, especially late at night when you're like not exactly in a good headspace and not kind of feeling the doom of the doom of nights. You don't get good, feeling kind of pumped up kids. Yeah, this movie for those days. Taxi Driver, it's got the great aesthetic, it's got great feminist subtext, but even if you don't understand feminist subtext in terms, I know I did when I first watched this movie, and it's kind of slow paced, so it's certainly not a movie for everyone. I wouldn't recommend it to someone not. But if you have, if you like films about loneliness and masculinity, then you should check Taxi Driver. It's got that great aesthetic going on. Yeah, that's that. Next we have Apocalypse Now. Apocalypse Now is I didn't like it that much. It's a I did like it. I'm kind of skeptical. I feel like it's a little bit overrated. Doesn't really live up to The Godfather or stuff like that. Man was certainly fantastic in it. There's some scenes that really stuck with me. But all in all, it just doesn't. It feels like it's a lot more of what it isn't about than it is. Not. I mean, there's a lot of movies on the Vietnam War, and this one just doesn't feel like it's as high up as some of the other films. Like, also Kubrick film, Full Metal Jacket doesn't feel like it's on that level. Still a great movie. It's for the aesthetic, and again, It's 3 hours long. I think it's longer than that. But again, I watched this. I watched this in 4K. Like, and I wouldn't recommend it to someone that isn't into war films. That I would recommend Saving Private Ryan. But hey, check it out if you if it. Raging Bull is next. Raging Bull is the most overrated, the most overrated Scorsese film, which is actually not that bad because from what I was expecting from the movie, it wasn't as good as I hoped. Maybe it's because I'm not a good movie is about aging and stuff like that. Similar to Irishman, but Irishman I think tells the story a little bit better than Raging Bull does. At least to me, I feel like Irishman feels more personal. Raging Bull feels kind of distant. I think right. A lot of people have this movie really close to their heart. I don't think I understand what is why I don't like it. But yeah, that's Raging Bull. Next we have Blade Runner. Blade Runner is damn cool. Blade Runner, just for the cinematography. Blade Runner is a really slow paced film, and it's one of the slowest paced films I've ever seen in my life. But just for the aesthetic, like I was just moving down like lying down on the sofa while like watching this. And I watched all these movies at night. I was lying on the sofa watching this. I'm playing on some 82. Oh, Blade Runner and those things both came out I think yesterday or day before yesterday, depending on where you live. That's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, Blade Runner. This is set in the future and it's like a cyberpunk thing. I think this is one of the few films that basically inspired me that I was in front of. It's about first of all it's peculiar and stuff like that. And it's about this guy who kind of gets the things for kind of evil robot guys, evil human guys that kind of look supposed to, I don't know, it's complicated. That's the whole world being so big and stuff like that. You want to think about it further. Anyway, next we have the king of comedy. This is hands down one of the best Scorsese films. If you wanna get into Martin Scorsese and you watch Joker, oh yeah, Joker is a good movie. A, you're the B, you are watching it. You have to watch it. It's a good movie. King of Comedy succeeds where Joker fails, in the sense that not only is it funny, which is how a film of its genre satire should be, and it doesn't take itself seriously, but at the same time it has really strong subtext. It has really strong, it's about celebrity worship and stuff like that. And it's also, it's a story. It's a great damn story. There was a failed stand-up comedian that imagined himself to be at par with the celebrities and expects when he actually follow a lot and how he become updated. One of the Mexicans, another 5-star by the way. And again, following King of Comedy, we have After Hours, another 5-star. This is my 4th 5-star for a quick time. After Hours is again After Hours is the comedy of angles. Have you heard on that one? Have you heard this is the same genre, it looks in the same genre. And this one guy that's trying to get you don't watch the trailer for this movie. The trailer is filled with spoilers. I don't know why they made the trailer that bad. But so After Hours basically this one guy who meets a girl and he's trying to get her. And he's just failing constantly at this one job, and it's so simple and it's so hilarious because how much of a loser it is. It's so funny to understand. That's Carlston puts it. He's really bad at being a person. That's the best idea. That's the best way to fit the charge. So just run that. That's the best way to put it. Next we have Top Gun, which I've watched. I'm not watching that. In which Annie gives a dose on. Oh, we're in the newer movie, right? Annie gives a dose on this 1989, yeah, the same year. This is Shah Rukh Khan's first movie. So, it's I think it's his first on-screen appearance ever. Yeah, please try to for 2-3 minutes. Okay. I'm using voice letters. I don't know if you can tell it. I've been speaking for 13 minutes, but I want to finish this. I want to finish. Oh, there's a lot to cover. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to. Let's just see how far. I'm going to get water. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm going to talk about you. This is my interest. Then we get to hanging. Or I've been out there. I'm speaking for long now. Mine should be not better. How's that? Oh yeah, in which acting you do? Okay. So this one is about engineering. That's how it's gonna that's it like that. He's not he's in the other part of the cast. That's how like small rules back then. Even Manoj Bajpayee is also in this. And it's directed by an award-winning director and starring an award-winning Arundhati Roy. I forgot what she done. She wrote The God of Small Things. Oh yeah, she won the Booker Prize. Right. And yeah, the star comes all over. Except the people are actually not. She stars and that is because it's about architecture or something. And it's got a Beatles soundtrack. And it's like between 3 years but it's just that but older and then more realistic. Plus we have good fellas. It's just the titles in big black. There is nothing but bad fellas in this one. Nothing but bad fellas. Oh no, we ran out of movie. No. Where's the thing? Did we run out of movie before? I think we ran out of movie. Yep, we definitely ran out of movie before, right? Okay. No, it's not forward now, it's a little bit far, we're not getting there, it's sadder. Let's go back to 90. No problem, chat. It's so awkward. Yeah, so about Goodfellas. Goodfellas is about gangster life. And the guy doing Goodfellas is really in the long term. Goodfellas. The gangster. It's society is not best. I wouldn't go so far to call it best because everything must go everything is best. But I can say that it is one of the better things. Better? No. It is a better good film, but I always know that. I can say like one. It's like an instant life in the realistic, really gangster life. And it's semi-autobiographical, it's also based on a book. That's not bad. So, and like with like inspiration from stuff like the series of books I was pretty rich from that market. Not that I speak about it. Yeah. Until now, it's the first time we have heard of it because what's the name? Fiambetta. And not that bad of a movie. You'll see it in the course with the expectation of the movie. Actually, they want and the slow about the sword. About it's about social the fourth movie I don't have the head stage I've done a few nights in a row now. Stayed up with it. All about salaries are so what about smaller belief the study of the self and after in progress and each character develops to become and the base level is not about it's about the exam situation or about the superiority, inferiority, dynamics of the giver and the receiver and the fear of it's a pretty deep film. I definitely do that. It's super for the work. And stories about the technology what this individual game is polite throughout the film. He also the print of the movie that we find on YouTube is that we does seem to have quite a bit stuff, but like someone is down about the Google scriptures of feeling, yeah. This is the yes. Yes, yes. I didn't know that I actually I was the prospect of the relationship that inspired someone and that person not even yes, we have a 5-star which I've watched very recently. But last one get is I did not know this is an accurate and likely pretty nothing said but flight but this is just one of the movies the Mumbai glorification not that aspirated in movies I think the best part of the movie is but a good character also good actor so you know Raju Banga Gentleman is about I don't remember what it's about. I think it's about this one guy that like he starts really young and he moves to Mumbai for the first time and to impress a girl he like kind of gets with her and then he slowly rises through the ranks and becomes like a big guy and it's about how like he deals with corruption and stuff in the industry. Next we have Maya Memsa, which is a 5-star. Again, Maya Memsa is by far the most underrated films of all time. Dude, the cinematography on this shit is insane. This is the prettiest cinematography in the history of all cinema, and it's a very feminist film. And I do not know enough about feminist literature in India. It's adapted from Madame Bovary, but I think it's one of the I don't know enough about the movie, but I think it's one of the greatest films of all time. I mean, like, it's got so many nuances, like how it's material things, which is also known as Maya in Sanskrit, and the death that leads to Maya's death. Maya is the title character also too. And dude, this is so underrated because if this had like a video essay, I'd watch the shit out of that. This is such a video essay. People that make video essays, if you're somehow watching this, please, Maya Memsa, you need to. it is a necessity. This is such a great film. Just watch it for the pretty cinematography and great acting. It's got one of the coolest shots, and it's the entire film has like this echo thing that I think Blade Runner had too, and it just hits so good. Next we have Kamiha Kamina, which is that's not a 5 star, but it is still such a good film. Kamiha Kamina is if Anna from the Beatles song, from that really old Beatles song, 63 Beatles song. If that was a movie, this would be it, because it's about sacrificing your love for someone else's love, because you're not right for the person that you love. And it's got that. Oh, I just spoiled the ending for you guys, by the way, but you can still watch it, I guess. Just give Kamiha Kamina, also starring Amitabh. There's Amitabh Bachchan. I mean Shah Rukh Khan, also starring Shah Rukh Khan, and pretty good movie. Pretty good movie. It's really fun. Next we have 1942, A Love Story. This is got great set pieces, great direction, kind of good cinematography. The plot kind of falls back. I mean, the plot could have been so much more than what it was. I feel like there's just this lot of potential to this film that wasn't explored, because on the surface level, because it does the same thing that Bombay does, where rather than trying to like give strong subtext on why, like what Bombay does with the entire the main character, he doesn't particularly care about religious intolerance in society as much as the protagonist of a movie about religious intolerance should. And yet he cares about the girl that he loves, who is from a different religion, and the riots are going on, and basically just love as a metaphor for people from different communities loving each other. I'm talking about Bombay right now. So I think 1942 had the potential of doing the same thing, and it kind of did, but it didn't hit as well. Still a pretty good watch, just for Anil Kapoor, young, and the soundtrack. The soundtrack's fantastic in 1942. Next we have Pulp Fiction, another 5 star. Pulp Fiction's hilarious. The dialogues are hilarious. If you don't know enough about Pulp Fiction, you're just in the wrong place again. Samuel L. Jackson's character is, I think, one of my favorites, and I watched this movie for I think the second time, like 2-3 weeks back, and dude, pretty good movie. Next we have Fargo. I've got to rewatch Fargo. But I'm gonna talk about season 1 of Fargo, the TV show, which is where this soundtrack is from, and it is one of the best TV shows I've ever watched, because it doesn't feel like a TV show as much as it does a 10-hour movie, which is how I like my TV shows, with like a sense of continuity of sorts. And it's just such a hilarious comedy of errors, where you're like, it has you on the edge of your seat constantly, because this movie goes the extra length of trying going ahead and achieving the things that most movies can't go ahead and achieve, because they don't have the runtime that this 10-hour long movie does. So yeah, Fargo season 1, watch that. Fargo the movie I'm going to revisit before I talk about it, because I feel like I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have, because I did not watch it with the dialogues. And with I watched it with the dialogues, I didn't watch it with subtitles, and that was really necessary with this movie, the Fargo movie, because the dialogues are what carried this film forward. So yeah, I'll do that. We'll get back to that. Next we have Marches, which should have been a 5 star, but it's a 4.5, because I'm an idiot. Marches is, again, it's one of the best. It's kind of parallel Hindi cinema. Well, I'm gonna drink more water. It's kind of parallel Hindi cinema of sorts, but it's basically about insurgencies in Punjab, and the in wake of the riots and stuff that were happening around the time of Indira Gandhi's death. I'm going to say before and to an extent after. I don't remember the timeline of the film, but again, it uses this one's really realistic, and I think the best part, the reason I like this movie so much, is first the soundtrack by Vishal Bhardwaj. This was, I think, his first soundtrack ever, and the sound design by Vishal. I don't know who the sound design's by, but Gulzar is the director, and Gulzar's known for being lyrical and musical expert, so I think he played a kind of had a hand in the sound design of the film. And when Vishal Bhardwaj and Gulzar are working together, you gotta know the music for this. The entire auditory experience for this is gonna be fantastic, and it was. It was. You can like listen to marches and experience it so well. Listening to marches is a thing of itself, because and combined out of the visually striking imagery that Gulzar puts forward, and the great pacing that this film has, I think it's a pretty good movie. You gotta watch Matches. Next we have Bean. I watched this. I think this is one of the last few movies I watched. I watched this last week, 1997. It's been stupid funny. Some of the shots in this actually look kind of like Renaissance paintings or whatever, which I wasn't expecting from a movie about Mr. Bean. But such is life. Next we have The Game, which is another, and it fits in the comedy of errors. Not comedy of errors. What's the one? It fits in the same genre as After Hours, where what if the real game was the friends we made along the way? That's I don't know if I spoiled it for some of you, but that's what the plot of the movie is. The Game is starring Michael Douglas, directed by David Fincher. It's about this guy this rich billionaire that learns a valuable life lesson. To put it simply, this is a fun movie. 4 stars. Next we have Con, directed by Ram Gopal Verma when he was still a sentient director. And there is so much wrong with this movie. I have no idea why it works so well. It has to be Anurag Kashyap's script or Ram Gopal Verma, edgy direction for his time. This is 1999, and it is such a good movie. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. I say to every movie that I review so far. I just like movies, alright? Alright? Don't judge me. I'm skipping the ones that I don't like as much. Con set entirely in one house, and it's about this one girl that's kind of like scared of the stuff, and because there's like a murder on loose or something like that, and then like 2 guys are in her house, and they're all like suspicious of each other, and just such a fun movie. And Manoj Bajpayee, this is just incredible with his ma'am. Next we have Fight Club. Fight Club's my favorite movie. Another 5-star here we have. Fight Club's my favorite movie. Plot twist was Con is incredible, by the way. Fight Club, what's the best way to describe Fight Club? There's just a few rules that prohibit me from talking about this film. That's the best way to. Next we have Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Watch a video essay on Fight Club, please. I'm not. I can talk about it, but I can talk about it at length, and I don't have the ability to go about that. Oh brother, where art thou? It's about the band called Soggy Bottom Boys and the Midwest during bad political times. The movie's got one of the best renditions of "Oh Death," which is a song from Supernatural that I heard. I mean, it's not a song from Supernatural, but it's one of the songs that I heard on Supernatural and really liked from when death was introduced in the movie and in the show. And this movie has the KKK in it, getting insulted, which is already, makes it a win in my books. But even other than that, we've got George Clooney being funny, and the Coen brothers directing also being funny. It's just a fun movie, funny comedy. I laugh. Next we have Dil Chahta Hai in 2001. This movie revolutionized friendship cinema, I think, and Indian cinema too. But friendship cinema. The soundtrack for this, banger, absolute banger. Even the title song is one of my favorites because of the fond memories that I have attached to this song. And this film too, and it's about love and friendship, and it's about all 3 characters. It's kind of like a character study. It's Farhan Akhtar's first directed film, by the way. Anyway, it's kind of like a character study where the 3 title characters, I forgot what the names are, Sid and I don't remember. All three of them have like in the beginning of the film they have like a notion of love, and as the film like goes, their notion of love, all three of the notion of love kind of changes. So there's that. Then we have Kante in 2004, 3, no 2. All right, Kante is the Hindi remake of Reservoir Dogs, and it's Quentin Tarantino's favorite remake of his film. I'm gonna talk about Kante at length someday. I think this movie deserves its own conversation. I'm gonna talk about a lot of movies on Brutal Honest Baguette, which is now gonna be my movie channel. And I'll do video essays and shit. Stay tuned. This is just a sneak peek into the Brutal Honest Baguette lifestyle. Next we have Makbul. Makbul is Vishal Bhardwaj's adaptation of Macbeth, and the first first installment in his Shakespeare trilogy. And Makbul is the story of Macbeth. It's the exact same story, but I think the way it's been adapted into the Mumbai underworld, especially with how Om Puri and Nasruddin Shah played the three witches, it's such a fun movie. It's not even not fun. I don't think it's the right word to use, but it's a fantastic movie. Because I think what the best part about this is not what they copied from Macbeth, but rather what they didn't, and what they made up on their own. That defines why I like the movie so much. So Makbul's on should be on all of your lists. It's on Prime, Makbul. And yeah, I've got the script for this movie. I think I was talking about this in the. Well, I never uploaded that. You don't know what I'm talking about. But I got this. What was I talking about? Alright, I got the script for this entire Makbul that I read because I wanted to get into screenwriting, and I thought reading scripts will help me, and it did. So thank you, Makbul, for that. Next, we have Kill Bill, directed by Quentin Tarantino, starring Uma Thurman as Kill Bill. No, that's not her name. She plays the bride, and she kills people. And at the end of Volume 2, she kills Bill. Fun movie. The title has a spoiler in case you couldn't tell. She does end up killing Bill. I don't think, and there's any suspicion on that, but. Fun movie. It's just if you like, women being badass and killing people, then watch Kill Bill. And yeah, next we have Kal Ho Na Ho. Kal Ho Na Ho. It's been a while since I saw this, so I'm not gonna comment on this. But yeah, it's gonna get you crying in the club. Kill Bill Volume 2. I spoke about Kill Bill as a whole. Black Friday. I watched Black Friday really recently. Black Friday. Can you hear my voice slowly dying? I think you can. You can tell my voice is slowly dying, can't you? Black Friday, directed by Anurag Kashyap. I think it was a directorial debut. Maybe I'm wrong. He's done Last Train to Makhali and short films and stuff like that. But this is proper directorial debut, I think. It came out later, but that doesn't matter. Black Friday is about the Bombay blasts in 1993, and it feels almost documentary like, but it's also not, which makes it hilarious. And this one chase scene that if you can talk about when they're talking about this movie, that's a good chase scene. But the whole movie as a whole just works so well because it shows both sides of the story. It makes commentary on police brutality while highlighting their requirement and their necessity in dealing with the stuff that they do. And it doesn't really take any sides. It just tells the story, which is how I like my political commentary. Good movie. Next we have Dhoom. Doom's a banger. If you like fast bikes, watch Dhoom. That's the thing. Also, it's a lot better than people give it credit for, especially the first one. Lot better than people give it credit for. I think the second one was a little over the top, in a good way. But the first one is realistic and yet great. So that's that. Next we have, what do we have next? Zinda. Zinda is old war remake in Hindi. Watch it if you like campy, cheesy stuff. Don't leave a negative review on the movie because, oh my god, the remake, old boy. You don't want to be an average letterbox user, alright? just enjoy the movie. If you're not, if you gotta go in with a bunch of expectations. You're not. But Old Boy is a really good movie. You don't really expect. What was that guy's name? The guy that made Zinda. What is his name? Hold on. Sanjay Gupta. Yeah, he's the same guy that directed Kante. Also, this film also starts Sanjay Dutt, and just appreciate the good stuff of the movie. Don't ignore the bad stuff, and you might have a good movie watching experience. Our next 5-star movie is Rang De Basanti. Rang De Basanti is it's a thematic sequel to Marches, in the sense that it's about rebellion, but this is more rebellion of the youth against authoritarianism, and it makes commentary on that. It also makes commentary on protest culture, and on it draws parallel from the freedom struggle of India to highlight how our freedom from political corrupt politicians and their freedom from what did they want freedom from? British people is really similar. Rang De Basanti is definitely a 5-star. I would talk so much more about it if my voice wasn't dying, but I've written about it at length on my Instagram account, Cinema. That is CB17 NMA. It's like cinema, but there's a B17 after the C. Next we have next we have Anthony Conta. I'm gonna talk about this at length. Actually, I already recorded this. I just have to edit it into like a video, and that'll come on Brutally on Spaghetti. So keep in touch. Doom 2 is, I won't say it's bad. Actually, I think I liked Doom 1 more than I did Doom 2. Just my opinion on things. And Doom 2 stars Hrithik Roshan, which is why a lot more people like it. Hrithik Roshan and Aishwarya Rai. So it's something for everyone, except people that don't like these people. What's wrong with people who don't like these people? Next we have No Country for Old Men, which is another Coen Brothers film. This one's more serious than regular Coen Brothers films, but it still has funny moments. This film doesn't. I don't understand this movie because I don't remember it that well, but it's got a great antagonist, which makes the movie worth watching. Next we have Death Proof, which is Quentin Tarantino's. I'm not even hesitant to say it. Quentin Tarantino was mad when he made this movie. There's no way. No, it's certainly not for everyone. In fact, it's definitely not for everyone. It's about it's like an homage to movies from really long back, and yeah, the funny stuff happens in this movie. What can I say? I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna go over my 5 stars, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Rab Ne Bana Jodi. I think I'm gonna speak out this movie at the end too. If I don't, I haven't recorded anything, so maybe I won't. If I don't, you can go back to my Instagram account. That is Cinema with B17 between the C and the NMA. Next we have Inglourious Basterds. I watched this very recently. It's about killing Nazis, which means automatic 5 stars. That's it. Next we have next 5-star. We have My Name Is Khan, which is from 2011. It has Shah Rukh Khan's best acting role. I'm not gonna hesitate saying this. This is the best. 2010, not 11. There's a 10, there's 11. I don't remember. My head is switching off. The sun is almost rising. It's 5 a.m. and My Name Is Khan, hilarious. Not even hilarious. That's not even. It's sure it has its funny moments, but I think it's one of the best political commentaries. And if you've not watched a Hindi film before, My Name Is Khan is where you should start, because that's where you should start. It's set in the US, and it's talks about a problem that's global, that is Islamophobia, and it deals with it really well. And it does the thing where, again, it uses love as a metaphor for understanding religious intolerance, which is hate, and understanding that love is always stronger than hate, and love always wins over hate. Next we have Shutter Island. Shutter Island is also a 5-star. I've read the book, and the movie and the book are at par, which is rare, so that's why you should watch it. Leo goes crazy in this movie. That's also why you should watch it for Leo's performance, because he's good in every movie, but he's really good in this one. And Martin Scorsese directed this, which is cool. And the plot, there's not a lot of wasted moments, and the plot is constantly advancing, and it's a fun movie. And the plot twist got me. This is one of the few plot twists that got me. Next we have Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, which is not a 5-star. It's a good movie, and the post-production team on this is mad. So, start of the Scott Pilgrim. This movie was a failure in the box office, but it is the winner in my heart. Then we have People Blah Blah, Girls in Yellow Boots, blah 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 blah. Do we have another 5-star here? Gangs of Wasseypur, a 4.5. Both of them you still should watch Gangs of Wasseypur because it's a fun movie. Wolf of Wall Street, 5-star. 5-star. Wolf of Wall Street is a 5-star movie. I've run out of footage, aren't I? I have run out of footage. I mean, this is gonna end. This video is gonna end soon. Wolf of Wall Street is a 5-star because of how mad it is. Youthful Scorsese is, even after how old of the person is. Scorsese is an old man that is really good at passing as a young person. Whiplash gives you anxiety, but in a good way. That's another 5-star. And then we have Silence is not a 5-star, it's a 4.5, but makes deep political commentary and word on religion and God and belief systems. If you're into all that. And oh no, not autoplay. Actually, I'm not okay. October is this guy Shoots Sarkar's most underrated film. Well, not most, but it's one of his underrated films. That's just how I characterize it. And that's there. We got Tumba. These are not all 5-star films. I'm just scrolling past them. Tumba is kind of overrated, but it's not bad. It's just it's very basic in the premise. It doesn't deserve as much of the attention as it does get. Zero is underrated, and well, underrated is not the right word. It's just overhated is the right word. I'm not saying it's a good movie. I'm just saying it's not a bad movie either. Kumlani Nights is, I didn't get the movie, to be honest. But I watched a video essay called it. And it's not it's wholesome. Oh, Super Deluxe 5-star, yes. Parasite 5-star, yes. Both watch them immediately, right now. If you're not watched either of these films, do it right now. Watch it with a family. And then Billion, that's not 5-star either. We're done. We're done. I rushed through all of them. Alright. Let me understand. We'll be right back. We actually won't. So this is just all the film recommendations that are all going all at once. What if you found a movie particularly interesting and want to ask me about it? I'll go in the comment section and feel free to ask whatever. It's 5:10. I was gonna say I'm gonna sleep, but I don't think that'll happen. I'll do something else stupid because I've got a lot of time, but I don't have a lot of voice. So I might have. That's why I'm in the stream. The stream's been going on for 1 hour, but because of how much I've been talking, it feels a lot longer to me. So I think it's better, and especially because there's no one in chat. No one. This is so sad. This is so sad. So much effort, and no one could have watched this. But yeah, you win some, you lose some, I guess. Yeah. That's it for this video. I have stopped playing wretched numbers. And yeah, bye. I'm gonna put more effort into my videos now. I was talking to Shashank and Aditya and Harish on call, like literally last stream. And wait, am I leaking myself there? No, I'm not that bad. I got really worried for a second. Too sleepy to take care of things with your man. Just and they said I don't put enough effort in my videos, and I don't really agree because I think I do. I definitely do. I haven't seen the effort I put in the last 3 videos, but yeah, I'm gonna put more. I'm gonna upload more high effort videos and less low effort ones. What was the last video? The live with friends that got 10 views. Alright. Mobile with friends. This one I put a lot of effort into and did not get anything from this. This is a good video. Attributed to the Grand Theft Auto Vice series, it's got 179 views right now. I'm proud of this one. I don't know what Shashank was talking about earlier when he said it was going to good video. This is one of my best videos of all time. Anyone that disagrees, down. Politics interested, no, this video is clickbait. I don't know how. I wasn't even supposed to get this movie. It was very big. I hate this. I hate it. I was trying out the short feature and it's so well. I hate it. I hate everything about it. The next short didn't do as well as this. Yeah. True Fact, True Fiction was also a fun movie video to make, but this is very great back. Review to Pink Floyd's Greatest Album is a good video. Shashank said he liked it when he have to pick. I pleased the big man. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to do more high-effort gaming videos and concentrate the video essays on Brutally Honest Spaghetti, because that's the channel I've given the least amount of importance to. You can find me unedited on the real side. No, just Sahil Thakkar. Not the real side. I think on Twitter. Sahil Thakkar. That's just Google it. ASAHIL space THATK. And I'm like the first of that channel it turns up. And you can see videos of me talking to the terrible voice that is me, Shashank, Abhijit, Haresh, and Gandhi, or the jokester voice that's me, Shiv, Ankush Nanda, and also other videos that don't make it to this main channel. And yeah, that's it for this video. Video stream, that's it for the stream. I'm gonna go rest my voice because my voice is dying. You can tell from the way I sound that my voice is dying. I don't have a lot of words left in me. And yeah, see ya. Nice. Sorry for the video. The video sounds actually pretty good. So you can just go to the channel right now. The titles of the videos. That's the best part. That's what everyone likes about it. That's why I enjoy making videos for this channel. Just for the title. The last one was called Terrible Boys, to discuss new economic tariffs and late stage capitalism's effect on the dream stands. And that got 31 views. But just the title. The one before that is Jokes the Boys Play Israel Pirates and Conflict Simulator to examine the atrocities that stem from hate. Yeah, you gotta check that channel out. If you're watching this part, then you'll probably enjoy the stuff that I do uncut, which means you'll enjoy this channel a lot. That's it for this stream, and bye. Bye.